Hi. Firstly, thank you for all the new followers, the few that have subscribed, much appreciated. I'm hoping to talk you through making this lure, the one I finished off on the last video. Try and keep it as simple as possible, and hope you enjoy. And if I can help, shout. Thank you. You've got to start somewhere, so you get yourself a square piece nearest to the finished product that you want. And for this one, I've put a groove in the bottom because it's very simple to do. It's a simple process. There's so many ideas, so many ways to go about making a lure, laminating 2 pieces of timber. But for this purpose, this is more than enough. There's a piece of ash that I've chose, and I've used a table saw to do the groove. You measure your center, adjust the blade accordingly, use a push stick, and Bob's your uncle. And if you want to make that groove bigger, slightly set it off center, turn the piece of timber around, and you'll get a wider groove for thicker wires. From there, we move on to turning around blank. That's only if you really want to go and make like half a dozen of the same lure. Make them all the same diameter, and it makes it easier to sort of freehand your lures all as near as damn. So this is obviously the lure that I finished off in the last video. Front, back. This is another one I've done, slightly thinner, and as you can see, I have put a soft dowel all the way through a balsa wood. That is to give that end of the lure more buoyancy, because most of your weight's going to be in the front, and you want to add more counterweight to the back to assist with casting. That one is made the other way around, so it will be straightforward. All you need is a little bit of counterweight in there to keep it level, or make it sink bottom first, whichever way you want. That's it. Obviously the wire gets held in with a stringer. That's where the bandsaw comes in. I cut these with a bandsaw. The stringer holds your wire in. Not this specific one. This stringer will hold the wires in. It also stabilizes the timber. This is a piece of beech. So it stabilizes that timber. Makes it very strong. It's a really, really powerful finish. You'll probably break the wire before you break it out of the lure. That's what it looks like when it's done. On to the next step. Right, here we are. Now, calling it the Mustang is just a reference to the actual single prop fighter plane. Interesting story. They designed the wing, and they found out that they had a lot of turbulence over there, which obviously creates drag. So they simply moved that bump over along a bit, straightened all of that out so that it finished off of zero drag. In other words, the airflow was nice and smooth, no turbulence. Obviously the underside of the wing is a bit like that, all nicely rounded off. But it's the same principle at the end of the day. Now with a lure, you don't want that. You don't want perfection. You want a bit of imperfection. So you want that little bit of turbulence so that the two forces can fight each other and you have a lot of movement. If for some reason you decide that you want a dead lure, then you make it perfect. There's a simple way to do that. Let's simply to stretch this counterweight that you add here. That will all reduce any movement if you stretch it. I'll explain that in another time. So yeah, very simple. Make a basic sketch. All your drawings, your wider section, whether you want to finish it all with a flat nose, tail section, so that you can copy it if you need to, or improve on it if you need to. Thank you. I hope that was helpful. And on to the next step. Ta.